Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a sensitive but important topic: signs your wife might be interested in another man. Sometimes the signs are there and you gotta face them head on. We're gonna unpack 20 of these signs. Is your wife spending more time on her phone than usual? And I'm not talking about scrolling through recipes while dinner's in the oven. I'm talking hours on end, late at night, texting up a storm. Has your wife's phone suddenly become Fort Knox? Passwords on everything, phone flipped face down whenever you walk in the room? When it feels like she's hiding something, that's a big red flag, folks. Has your wife suddenly started dressing up more often? New clothes, new hairstyle, makeup she hasn't touched in years? If this is a sudden change and it's not for you, you gotta ask yourself, who is she trying to impress? One of the most painful signs is emotional withdrawal. Conversations are short, intimacy is gone, and you feel like you're living with a stranger. You have to ask yourself, what happened to the connection you used to share? Another sign is constant arguing. I'm talking about picking fights over every little thing, from the dishes in the sink to the way you breathe. It's like she's looking for a reason to be angry with you, a reason to push you away. Now pay attention to this one, the new friend, the one she can't stop talking about. But she's always texting him, laughing at his jokes, mentioning his name in every other sentence. And when you try to ask about her day, about this new friend, what happens? Does she get defensive, snappy? Does she shut down the conversation before it even starts? Another sign is a sudden change in interests. Maybe she's always been a homebody, but now she's out every night with her new salsa dancing class. Or maybe she's suddenly obsessed with a new band, a band you've never heard of. But guess what? Her new friend is a huge fan. Let's talk about intimacy. Physical touch is a fundamental part of a marriage, so when the intimacy dries up, it's a major red flag. Another sign is that she's suddenly never home. Work trips pile up, girls' nights out become more frequent, and she's always got somewhere to be. Have you noticed that the criticisms never seem to stop? Everything you do is wrong, from the way you load the dishwasher to the sound of your breathing. Remember, folks, constant criticism is a form of emotional abuse. You see her light up when she's on the phone with him, when she's out with her friends, when she's anywhere but with you. It's like she's living a double life, and you're just a footnote in her story. You deserve to be with someone who chooses you, who wants to be with you. Why can't you be more like so-and-so? Sound familiar? If she's constantly comparing you to other men, to her new friend, to the guy at the coffee shop, that's a sign she's not happy with what she's got. She's looking for something else, someone else, and that's not fair to you. Unexplained expenses, secret credit card bills, cash withdrawals she can't explain. If she's hiding something, it's time to have a serious conversation. Is she suddenly super protective of her personal space, her belongings, her time? Does she get defensive when you ask about her day, about where she's going? This increased need for privacy can be a sign that she's creating distance, that she's got something to hide. Those three little words, I love you, they mean the world. So when she stops saying them, when the verbal affection dries up, it's a deafening silence. And in this case, her silence is screaming volumes. Did her once predictable schedule suddenly become a mystery? Late meetings, last-minute plans, and you're always the last to know. This sudden change in routine can be a sign that she's making time for someone else. If she's no longer interested in your life, if she's checked out of the conversation, it's a sign that she's emotionally checked out of the relationship. Has she started using new phrases, new slang, even a new way of talking that you've never heard before? This can be a subtle sign that she's being influenced by someone else. If she's hesitant to make future plans, if she avoids talking about the future altogether, it's a sign that she's not sure she sees you in it. Look, I'm not saying that if you see one or two of these signs, your marriage is over. But if you're seeing a pattern, If several of these signs are hitting home, it's time to have a conversation, a real, honest conversation with your wife. Sit her down, tell her what you're seeing, how it makes you feel. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful videos.